Hi, my name is Aurangzeb Latif. I'd broken silence approximately 9 months ago, trying to seek help, and I've come to the reality that there is no help in the United Kingdom. So, what happens after this recording now will be held not responsible. In the meantime, while this blaming game is taking place, where social services are blaming the judges for the crimes, or the police for the crimes, or anybody else for the crimes that they've been doing, while they're doing that, in the meantime, I'm going to be exposing all of them. So what I am, I'm just a normal father, nothing spectacular, but I happen to be, my heritage is from Pakistan, and I am a Muslim. I am not a terrorist, just a normal man, normal British man. So this message also could go to all the people who know me from the 70s in Bousfield Primary School, who I went to with. In the 80s, I went to Ian Ramsey School, I went to Hartlepool Further Education College, I went to Middlesbrough College. I've had numerous business throughout the course of my life. And everybody else who is listening to this, anybody who I'm personally now speaking about, the departments and the organisations and the names, it is not safe. Our government is abusing our children deliberately, and there's no option. I have left with no option but now to stand up against my own British authority members who are being victimising victims. So what do I mean by victimising victims? Well, they've been victimizing children, victims from physical, emotional, psychological, mental abuse. They've been victimizing victims of sexual child abuse, and a whole load more. I mean, all this time that at the moment that I've been releasing information, I had to, well, I'm very much sugarcoating it because I don't know what else to do. But at some point, I will be not sugarcoating it. And before that happens, I need members of the public to get involved, regardless of what colour you are, what creed you are, what religion you are. If you believe children should not be mistreated, well, I'm the person you need to come and see, because this is what's happening in the United Kingdom deliberately. This is a purposely racially motivated attack. So the public alert will be to cease contact with every authority members, regardless who these people are, whether they're the judges. It don't make no difference, because our judges are controlled by criminals. It's just the way the setup is. Now, until they don't work out who they want to blame, you cease contact with all of them, all the departments that I'm talking about. You'd like to see some evidence, just come forward. In the meantime, I'll be speaking about all of them, so you'll be able to see who I'm talking about, what organisations they are, where they're based, and what kind of child abuse acts they're doing. It is extremely difficult for myself. I just don't know how to tell you the full thing, because I'm nervous, I'm scared. I've already had many repercussions, and definitely from our authority members who are using goons off the streets to cause me more problems and headaches. They're also using Cleveland Police, my own local police department. But we will go through this over the next 6 months. I'll be releasing all the information I have, including court papers, documents, and show you how perjury, manufacturing document takes place. So, ladies and gentlemen, so over the next 6 months, I'll be releasing many names that are MPs, councillors, mayors. An example of MPs, you're looking at Andy MacDonald in Middlesbrough. You're looking at Dr. Paul Williams. You're looking at a whole load of them. I've got about 120 odd names of these people. Now, the reason why I mentioned to you all these names that I'll be speaking up about is you don't start at the bottom. It's no point letting the bottom people know that the corruption is going on because nothing happens. So I'm going to start working from the top. They say that the shit flows down over, not up over. So I've gone through and I've actually showed you this document before. Now, this is the official document that our law enforcement officers are actually telling the authority members and public members that these are crimes. Now, what's going to happen over the next 6 months? They're either going to say that these are no longer crimes, or if they're a crime, I'm going to work one by one. So just this neglect alone here, just the neglect alone, I'll be speaking up about, and that's what I'm going to start from. And that will involve school teachers, medical departments, social services, police. If the judges have got an issue with me, don't have an issue with me. That's my request, because you are the one that's working with the criminals, not me. I'm not bothered who you are, like I said before, unless you got some exemption notices that you could racially motivate, abuse our children, mistreat our homes, mistreat our lives, just so social workers make money, or whatever the hell is going on between you supposedly professionals. Because you give any of these people a title, they just think that they are the law, but none of them actually abide by the law. So now, with me speaking up about everybody, there is a lot of risk that they'll be coming and cause me a lot more issues. Cleveland Police will be acting on this as a normal practice of this, because they like to cover up. Because for everybody else who's listening to this, I need you to understand, we're living in an area of our Cleveland, in our state, that our own local social services are inadequate in all areas. This is the report from Ofsted. Now, let me explain to you what inadequate means. Inadequate means that they're SHIT, okay? But inadequate equals child abuse. Now, they're inadequate, our police department is inadequate, and we as the member of public are going with our concerns and vulnerability to an inadequate organizations, illegally corrupted in our authority members where I live. But however, we know this is going on everywhere, but my fight is here. I'm going to deal with a lot of these first. I don't care who you are. Now, the police, I'm not your enemy. I'm far from your enemy. Your problem is you're controlled by criminals. You're controlled by social services, by lies and corruption. You're supposed to be independent, but you've allowed the abuse to take place. So I'm willing to work with police officers, but if you're working with these organizations, then you need to stay clear from me, because social services are corrupt. You like to work with criminals, you crack on with it. That's your business. I ain't going to be working no more with people who are corrupt. So that's your issue. If I could get some help from Cleveland Police, great. The chances are they won't, because they don't mind our children being mistreated. That's the nature of them. Social services and the police, they are actually colluding with one another, deliberately to cover up each other's failings and mistakes, to cover up each other, to abuse our children, to supposedly do a job that we pay, the public members' tax money pays. But these people think we work for them. I don't work for you. You're supposed to work for the public. But now I'm not even working with you, because you're a part of a criminal network now. Now, what makes it a criminal network? Well, I've already given the information. If you've got any issues, if you don't want to bully me, intimidate me, then I'm willing to speak to you. But if you're going to come and say, I am the law, you need to take your bags, take it somewhere else, and go and tell the judge. Because when you go to the judge, you don't tell them whatever you want, because the judges will do what you want them to do. And this is also a fact. Our authority members with the police and social services, they can make any false fabrication crimes against the member of the public, and the judges go along with it. They don't need any evidence, but yet we need to have evidence. So we're living in a life now where There used to be a time that if you did a crime, you went and did the time. Now our authority members manufacture crimes and then we do the time. This is all done just so social services making money. Well, I don't know whether that money is going to help you now, because I'm coming for all of you. I've made that very, very clear. So in the recordings that are coming up, all the MPs, councillors, mayors, detectives, directors, team managers of social services, I don't care who you are. Nobody told me when I was at school that if you're a particular professional, you could have an exemption notice. I've never seen this before. So, and they always tell you to go through a complaint procedure. Now, a complaint procedure, what a joke. What a laugh. United Kingdom have got a complaint procedure in place where while they abuse you or mistreat your children, you have to go through a complaint procedure. There is no safeguarding. That's all rubbish. That's all jargon. We're just run by a bunch of goons. But at the moment, all these goons are running with the tail between their legs and they don't know where to go. They all keep going on the sick. I'm waiting for the judges to get involved, because when they get involved, I want to know if they're going to start going on the sick. But I need your help. I have to sugarcoat everything at the moment because of what's been taking place and the amount of problems I'm having. But every single person out there, I want you to understand, all these crimes that our authority members are telling us that is a crime, they are allowing these crimes to take place. That is police, judges. Well, they're in a separate league at the moment. They've got questions of their own. But our police department have been allowing this to take place because they're controlled by criminals. And the root problem is social services. Now, I don't believe that these crimes should be allowed. There's a difference of opinion. I think they're crimes and the authorities want to just look the other way. There's a reason for this, that the authorities are deliberately looking the way, and obviously I've mentioned that they're involved. They've either abided and abetted or they look the other way. But a lot of police department, a lot of police officers are now involved in this because they've stood aside and allowed this to take place. You understand? So I hope people could understand. I hope you start taking this matter seriously. I'm just one father, but I am fighting. So if the judges have got an issue with me, like I say, all you need to do is be independent and just give me a call. Just call me in. But if you're going to come and threaten me for social services now, you're going to have an issue because you're the one that's been helping them according to them. So in the meantime, like I say, yous all do what the hell yous want to do, but I'm speaking up about everybody's name. And I don't care what colour you are, and I don't care what titles you've got neither. It don't make no difference to me. Nobody told me this. So, for ladies and gentlemen, I need your help. You need to get involved because these are abusing children throughout the United Kingdom. Complete. So, thank you once again in taking your time and watching this video. I hope to see you and speak to you soon. The only thing I can say is if you like on a video, like it, what will happen, it'll just give me some strength knowing that other people understand what's going on. If you share the information, you may just save a child's life or home. And if you subscribe, get involved, have a look at what we're doing and spread the word, because our government in United Kingdom is committing fraud. And the root problem is social services who control the police, judges and medical departments. And thank you.